Hey everyone, it's Tasha here. Wanting to just talk to you today about something that's going on in my life that feels very potent right now. And that is the emotion of fear and how we carry our fear. And I would like just to talk a little bit about the way in which we can befriend fear, and I like to call it walking with your fear. And what are the ways when I say that about what does it mean to walk with fear? Well, what I mean is, how do you create a little space between this emotion of fear that you might be feeling in your body, or all of the thought sentences that you might be creating in your mind, and creating some separation, even kind of visualizing fear as something outside yourself. I'll let you come up with whatever that might look like or feel like. But in my case, it is another sort of almost person or entity. And I like to kind of have fun with it and make it light, even though it can be so intense and so serious. So my kind of fear, it's a her, and I've got her kind of right here. That's why I keep doing this. And what I like to do, and I invite you to do, is to imagine yourself pulling that intense feeling of fear that can happen during life transitions, right? Through big changes, through a big identity shifts. And pull that fear next to you and maybe put your arm around her or hold on to her hand. And the first step is letting you know that you see her, rather than how most of us have been taught, how I was taught and grew up with, because that's what we were all kind of taught, is if you're afraid of something, try not to think about it, push it aside, forge through it, try harder, pull up your bootstraps and just get on with it. What tends to happen with that is that the fear gets bigger because the fear wants to be seen. And so I'm offering a new way. And this new way is to notice it. If it starts to come in your body, anxiety, low back, shoulders, wherever you might be feeling it, maybe it's just intense thoughts, creating some space, giving it sort of a compassionate, even a little humor, like, I see you, fear. Thank you, because fear is really trying to protect us and keep us safe. And so when we acknowledge it and we say, okay, fear, I see you. All right. I'm going to set you beside me and we're going to collaborate. We're going to work together. What is it you need from me so that we can do this? Because ultimately, if you are in a transition or you're in change or you're creating a new story and shedding an old identity, that means that you're stepping into the unknown. You're stepping into the unknown. You're leaving the familiar behind. Fear steps in. But what we want to do is create more access to space and, dare I say, love and light. And when that happens and fear is in collaboration with you, she calms down a little bit. She gives you a little more space to tune in to more clarity, to your inner compass. Because that is what is going to give you the next baby step to let you know, here's where we're going next. Here's the next step. Here's the next step. So rather than looking outside when you don't necessarily know where you're going, if you can work with your fear, collaborate, let her know you're there and let her know it's going to be okay. It gives you a moment for her to calm down, for you to find your center, for you to come home to yourself, like find that inner voice, that inner guidance that I know that you have felt in moments in your life, and then take the next step with fear by your side. And that way you create a stronger inner compass to create new stories, to create a new change, to step into, jump off of the ledge. With fear by your side, all your parts are with you, and you're on your way. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I would love to hear more about what you liked, what you'd like to hear more of. Feel free to like or subscribe or put comments below. And I look forward to seeing you in my next share around what it means to come home to yourself. Today was about fear, and there's going to be more coming about honoring yourself and orchestrating a vision for yourself and celebrating your magic and embodying who you're becoming. And I look forward to sharing with you in future videos. Sending lots of love.